Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Recession resistant industry, consumer staples. Now I'm gonna do a series this week called talking about 3 industries that are recession resistant. Recession resistant. What do I mean by that? They're not as affected by the recession, any recession. And you know there's big talk about one coming up. But I want to give you an idea of, if you're in business, what type of industries you can get into, and also what's still going to be around. What's still going to be around? What industries are not as affected by any recession? And when you think about it, these businesses don't complain. Indeed, when we had the COVID shutdowns, these businesses were still making money. That's how deep it is. That's how deep it is. So the first one I wanted to talk about was consumer staples. What's a consumer staple? It's those things that you're going to buy no matter what. You're going to buy it. Like even during the lockdowns, toilet tissue. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me pronounce it correctly. Toilet tissue was still making money. Now there was shortages and everything, and shoot, they probably could have been making more money, but people always going to use it. Like anything that's personal care, toothpaste. If you invest in toothpaste, or you know how to create toothpaste, you know how to market it, you're going to make money. People want to brush their teeth. Well, most people are going to brush their teeth. The overwhelming majority, no matter what's going on, they're going to buy toothpaste. You know, they're going to need to wash their ass. Like soaps make money. In fact, one of the things I do, I buy soap. I'll buy like handmade soaps. Yeah, I got some soap, it's just regular package, but also buy a lot of handmade soaps. There's in some local malls, they'll have somebody who makes their own soap. And they're pretty good, but also lucrative. Because see, think about soap. Think about toothpaste. Think about anything, any personal care, lotions, anything, you know, something for your hair. You got to buy it again and again. Like soap, I don't care how good the soap is, you got to buy some more. If you washing up good, you're going to be buying some more soap. You should be brushing your teeth at least twice a day, at least twice a day. Some people, hey, they brush it after every meal. They got to buy more toothpaste. You know, anything that has to do with taking care of yourself, toilet tissue, paper towels, you know, hopefully you wipe your ass. Think about it. Anything, consumer staples is stuff people are going to buy no matter what. The only thing at issue is what brand. That's the only thing at issue, but they're going to buy it. If you look, like, let me use the toilet tissue example. Like where I used to live, there was a dollar store over there. And I mentioned them before because some people, you know, had it attracted to say, oh, you live by that dollar store, because they dox me and everything. I'm like, yeah, but the people who buy stuff in there are pulling up in Porsches and stuff. The main thing that dollar store sold was toilet paper. And this was way before the lockdowns. Way before, because the toilet paper was like $1. And, you know, when it was tight for me, I go in there and buy it. They just have whole boxes, like whole stacks of them, and people would go in and buy it. But it's a staple. It was keeping them in business. Indeed, if you have a business that creates some type of staple like toilet paper, and I know a couple of small businesses that actually create toilet paper and market it, you're going to make money. If you got toothpaste, soaps, lotions, anything of that nature that you use every day, sometimes we don't think about it. Because think about it. You don't think about, okay, you get up in the morning, you take a shit, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to use that term in here. But just to say how much it is, you're using that toilet paper. All right? Using that toilet paper. Depending on what order you do it, you're going to brush your teeth or shower. You're using soap. You're using soaps. You're brushing your teeth. You know, got to put some lotion on you. Depends on the lotion. You know, you don't want to have that rough skin. And, you know, for the fellas, women talk about you if you have some ashy knees. So you got to put that lotion on, maybe stuff for your hair, you know, just different things. Those are things people are always going to get. Indeed, I remember doing a webinar with young man I mentioned on here before, the Equalizer. He works in the finance industry, and he did a webinar for us, and he was talking about female care products. Think about it; those feminine products, tampons, stuff like that. I was going to give a company name, which was ubiquitous when I was young, but I'm not advertising. But anyway, people are buying that stuff. Well, women are buying that stuff, rather. I mean, as long as that woman is from 13, some women even younger, from 13 to sometime in the 50s, they are buying those products. They are buying those products. And unless they want to be trifling, they buying them every month. But that's a personal care thing. That is a personal care thing. Anything that's personal care. So you want to look at that industry on 3 levels. One, do you have products that are personal care related? They make money. When I go to I'll go to different events where they will have vendors. Most of the things they're selling are personal care products. Now, yeah, of course, you got some vendors selling everything else, but I always know I can find some type of soap or lotion or something whenever I go to a vending event. All right, so you can create a business. You can create a business there. You can invest in that business, in stocks and everything. I don't get too much into stocks, but if you are an investor, any company that deals with personal care products is very important. It's very important. And they're going to always sell. Indeed, you could maybe get a job. Another thing is you can probably get a job in those industries. Very important, very important. But they're going to be resistant because the thing is, what a recession means. People are not spending enough money overall in the economy, but they're still spending money. They are still spending money on certain things that people want to need no matter what. So if you invest in them, you work in that industry, you will still make money. You will still make money. And indeed, even if you're talking about savings and everything like that, get plenty of those products. You'll need them. So I want y'all to think about that. Really think about that, and look up recession-resistant industry, because I'll just be giving just 3 this week, but there are actually plenty. And it still all comes down to, always comes down to stuff people are going to buy no matter what. Hopefully y'all getting toothpaste on a regular basis. Hopefully you're taking a shower and using soap on a regular basis, deodorants. All of those products will still sell no matter what. Indeed, like talking about the soaps, there's a lot of small business people, small men and women who just create soaps and they making money. All they had to do is be in the right place to sell it. They creating their own stuff and selling it. Products like that, hair products, things of that nature. All right? So y'all know what to do. Let's go make that money.